Hello everyone, welcome back to our video. So today's video is going to be a little bit more different as I'm just going to be talking about something that I guess you could say it's a bit more serious. Like basically, as you know on this channel, I mean just make random videos for random reasons, but they're always a bit funny. Well, this is, as I said, is more serious as it's something that um I not really, I guess I'm kind of scared to do. I'm not really sure. Um, because it's something that I don't really like to talk about, and if you've seen like my channel description, you will have seen this, but I don't think I've actually talked about this like on camera for and to my audience. So for the very first time, I think I will be talking about what it feels like to have autism. So I know there might be a few of you like who might be like, "What is autism?" So let me explain it in like the best way I could try to do. Like what? So basically, this is what it is. Basically, like people also like um, it's quite hard for me to explain, but basically, my brain works differently to other people's, and I know some people are gonna say, but technically, everyone's brain does work different to other people, but it's more down to me. So let's say that there was a school test, okay? It was me and another person named Peter, right? So Peter, let's say there's 30 questions on here, 30 questions. And let's say Peter gets them done in about 10 to 15 minutes. That's pretty impressive. But for me, it would not take me like it would near like 10 or 15 minutes. Now that doesn't mean I'm not like one of those people who does not do their work. I do work at school. It's just like I just imagine a lot of things. Like I would just be writing down something, and then I might be just thinking something inside my brain that kind of just distracts me from what I'm doing, and that's pretty much what autism is. It's kind of like something inside your brain that kind of distracts you from reality, I guess you could say, if that's the best way to put it. In fact, I'm going to just read what it says on Wikipedia because I don't really know how to explain it. So Wikipedia says that autism is a neurodevelopmental condition characterized by difficulties of social interaction, verbal and nonverbal communication, and the presence of repetitive behavior and restrict interests. So if you understand that, then that's pretty much what it is. And I know that might not have explained it enough and you still don't understand, but there's not really any way that I think is the best way to put it. It's basically like I kind of get distracted from like between like my thoughts and reality, and basically to me there's certain ways I would like certain things, and I'm gonna be sharing some of those things in this video right now. So I just gave an example of autism, and as I said, it was about school tests. So there's actually a lot of things I do want to say about my school. Now, I'm not going to start with where I go to school, but basically, because of my autism, usually if you go to a class, sometimes it can be quite loud, and I know for most people that would not be a problem, but for me, it is like a big problem, and there is a certain reason why that's a big problem, because like to me, it's like to everyone else, like people won't have a problem with noise, but to me I very much do. Like if there's noise like in the classroom and I can't stand it, sometimes I just might put my hands over my ears and go like to try and get them away. I also keep a pair of headphones in my bag, or as we call them, ear defenders, which just block out the noise quite a bit, so in case it's too loud I can wear them. Or sometimes I just might need to go outside the class sometimes as well. Um, and that's usually what I would usually do as well. Now every morning, like for the first like period at Wednesday, I always go to a class which mainly talks about autism and stuff like that. It's not like an official class because we have like PSC first period, but I do have an autism class and it happens at the first period now, so it's not going to be like the first period of every single Wednesday. It's just like a thing that happens there. I also try to stay away from like other like bad kids or like kids who are just like or students like I should say who are like quite mean, if you know what I mean, like kind of like who are mean to people, some stuff like that, because I just don't want to be with them. You know, like and if I see one, I might just stop, wait until they've gone, and then I will go too. And I continue with the noise thing. If it's in like a hallway, I would usually go a bit earlier than other people just so I can avoid like the loud noise. There's sometimes where I don't mind the loud noise. Like if it's outside, I can handle it because you know, if it's outside, inside it's more like a confined space. But when you're outside, it's not really a confined space, isn't it? But there is one thing that I just do not like about like this thing here. Sometimes, right? I will just be like sitting somewhere, right? And then some random person who I don't know, no, no, sure, maybe I've seen them like walking around like, you know, the outside or something, but I don't really know them. Maybe I know their name, but I just don't know anything about them. I don't know anything about this person, but I'm gonna be sitting there just like looking at my phone, you know, I could just be sitting here just like doing this, and then for some reason, someone, just anyone at all, usually, most of them are males, say, they just come up and they're like, "Hey, Winston, how you doing?" What do you mean, how are you doing? Who are you? I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? I mean, like, I know that's being mean, but like, I don't know who you are. And sure, I could be friends with you, but you're a bit more older than me. And I don't even know who you even are. Why are you doing this? Like, what? Why did you do that? You didn't need to do that. There was no reason for you to do that. And in case you're probably wondering, well, this wouldn't be a friend. Well, I don't think so. Because think about this, right? Imagine you're just walking anywhere. It could be the streets, it could just be wherever. You're walking or you're on the phone or something, and then some random stranger who you do not know, you have never heard of before, you do not know a single thing about them, just comes up to you and says, "Hey," and says their name, "How you doing?" Who are they? Why did they do that? There was no reason to say that. Why do that? Why? It doesn't make sense. And they would normally like say that, but they would say something like that, and they would sometimes mention like my YouTube channel. And I'm gonna put this out there for those people. I know, right, that like I have a YouTube channel, and obviously if you're in school, people talk about it. But if any of the people from the school I go to are here, can you please not mention at all my YouTube channel, because I just do not like people talking about it. I get like there might be some fans, but I just don't like it. I don't like people talking about it in school, and I know some of them might not click on this video and be like, oh, like okay, we'll not talk about it, then they'll talk about it later. And I know that some people who are from China, well, I know that there will be some people from my school who watch this video and they will be like, okay, I won't do it, and they just still do it anyways, or they might ignore me, or they don't even know that I'm going to mention this, but can you just stop mentioning my YouTube channel in school? I just don't like it. You don't mention it to me, I just don't like people talking about it, okay? So can you stop, please? So while we're on the topic of my YouTube channel, I think it makes sense to talk about YouTube. So basically, I think when I started the channel back in 2019, I would just upload random videos for whatever reason. Like if you just look at my old videos, you'll see that they're quite weird. You're like, why did he post this? And I don't know why. They're just random, and I don't know why I posted them. And I think by then I just want to be famous. Like, yeah, I'll get to like 1 million subscribers. People think I'm famous, but I know that I will never get to like 100,000, 1 million, or 10 million subscribers and get like official YouTube play buttons stuff. And I think for a long time that was my goal, and that's why I just uploaded random videos at all times. But I think at some point when I started with some reviews, I think I did not want that, and I think that kind of spawned like a new era. You can see where I was just like, you know, bit bored. Let me just do a movie review, and then I did another one, and then I just did random stuff. I played Minecraft for a bit. I played GeoGuessr, which for some reason GeoGuessr did really well. Like I did about 2 videos on it, and they were okay. And then I did another 2 videos, and for some reason they got 200 views. For some reason, I don't know why and how. And somehow my Puss in Boots review is my most viewed video. For some reason, like. Why is it my most viewed video? I don't understand why. Um, but basically, I when I began this, I just wanted like likes and subscribers, but now I just don't want that. And I think maybe there was a bit, to some extent, where I just when I created my other channels, Master 123 Shorts and Master 123 Vlogs, which will be linked down below. I think I just wanted to be like one of the teachers who make a lot of channels and stuff. And while I do think, yes, a shorts and a vlog channel would do well, to me personally, I think at some point I just might, like, maybe on some level, I just want to, like, more, like, subscribers and everything. And I guess, like, that's kind of what I wanted, but I actually do feel like doing short form videos where like kind of re-upload my like clips and just do random stuff. I can more go into the shorts channel because as you know I did a lot of like skit videos back in the day, and putting that on like the shorts channel would kind of make a bit of sense because it's not only like clip content but it's just like original content there as well. The vlog channel is just like basically kind of like vlog kind of stuff I do every month, so pretty much it. And there's some of me that might want to make another channel, but like, why would I make that? Like, I'm already happy with these channels, but like, would I make a second channel, I guess you can say, but what would be a second channel? Like, what would I do in there? Like, pretty much everything I do here is random, so I don't know what I would, like, do in there. I could play, like, video games, but I have already played, like, a lot of video games here as well. And when I returned to YouTube back in around May of 2022, and this sort of adds to about like, what I was saying about earlier in school with my channel, I had about like 20, 25 subscribers at the time. But then when I came back, I think a lot of people were talking about my channel then, and they just decided, yeah, I'll subscribe to Winston now. And that goes up to about 40 subscribers, which was amazing, but I thought, well, a lot of people are just from school, and I thought, well, like, that's not very good, is it? But I'm so glad that I'm doing these videos now because I'm not just making random videos just to get likes and views and stuff. I'm actually making videos that I'm really confident in and videos that I do actually pretty like. I went from having just like a few subscribers with just random videos to nearly 60 subscribers to for this, again I guess more random stuff, but if I look at my channel analytics, you can see that there's new people discovering my channel every day. They're returning views, which I actually find amazing because that's new people discovering who I am, and they're like, "Yeah, I like this guy." And although I kept saying I don't want subscribers, there's still a part of me now that does want to get to 100 subscribers so I can make my own little play button, and I do actually want to uh, hit like 100 subscribers this year because I think that could be cool and everything. I really just feel like that would be a little cool thing to do, but yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to do. And I probably should have mentioned this earlier about school, but I did say that people like mention my channel and stuff, and that makes me like kind of scared. And as I said, I didn't want people to like find out about my channel, and so sometimes I would just wanted to like delete, well not delete, maybe like unless or private videos, but some things I just was like, nah, I don't want to because I'm a bit scared to. And sometimes I see like these big YouTube channels. I'm like, yes, I want to be famous. I want to be like them. Why can't I be like them? And I only have a few subscribers, and I'm like, I can never be like these people. I can never get like thousands or millions or however many subscribers. I can't ever get to that. I will always just be this one little YouTube channel that no one will remember at all. So now this final part is kind of like, I don't really know what to classify it as, because it's not about like school or YouTube, it's just like other things, I guess you could say, about autism. So, firstly, I do get kind of nervous about the future, and I know some people might say, "Oh, so you're scared for a second?" That's not what I mean. I'm pretty sure we've all seen like pictures of, like the future, and it's like flying cars, and like futuristic buildings and stuff like that. And yeah, well, that's a cool idea. I just, for some reason, I don't want that to be the case. I don't know why. I just don't want to see that happen. I just want to like things to like stay the same, and that's what I was talking about earlier, where I just don't like different things, because like even though sometimes if someone says, "Hey, once I could do something different," sometimes I'm like, "But okay, I will do different. Like I will do this," but it's like a new thing, and I don't like that. Or sometimes if there's like an update to like a website or something, I'm like, I don't really like it at first, because like it's different to what I want. Like you changed it, and to me it's just like, why did you change it? It doesn't make any sense. So I don't I don't know why. It just doesn't make sense, but now it does. Well, what? I just like things the way I want it to be, and I know people say, "Well, you can't change the world." I know I can't, but to me, when like something changes, I just don't really like it. I'm like, why does this have to happen? Why can't it just be like how it was? Can you just be like that? Why? I also like kind of scared about other things in the future, like driving a car, for example. You might think, well, that could be simple, right? Well, yes, but as I said, I do zone out sometimes. Like if I'm like doing tests, I might like zone out, and I pretend that I'm like in like the jungle, and I'm like shooting and stuff. I might just be like having a wild fantasy or something, and and I'm scared that I might like crash into like something, and maybe even like die in like the car, and that's actually serious. I don't know why I would think that, but I definitely think that could happen, and that's why I'm kind of scared about driving. And I guess like the final thing in this little section here is, for some reason, I don't know why, but a lot of the things that happen, I just sometimes blame on like me being autistic, and like me having autism, and I've just been thinking about autism a lot recently. I think I started back in 2020, I think somewhere around then. And I think it's just because because of how weird that year was. I was just kind of like being a bit mental, and I was like thinking like, why is this happening? Why do these things happen? Why can't it just be like how I want it to be? And as I said, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. So that's pretty much all I got for this section. So now we get to the final part of the video, where I originally talked about a lot of the struggles with autism, but that doesn't mean that there's anything bad with autism. There's a few things I want to talk about. Firstly, at school, as I said, when it's too loud, I always maybe I go outside or something, and the teachers are really helpful. They are like, "Do you need help? Do you need to go outside or something?" And they're really useful. So the teachers can actually help me focus a lot. As I said with my YouTube channel, originally I just posted random videos just to get like likes, views, subscribers, but now I'm just posting videos that I do actually care about, and I'm not trying to get any of that. And finally, this is something that I find interesting, because, as I said, I have autism. I'm not always say that's the whole point of the video, and basically, um, because I have these like weird like imaginations in my mind, I just feel like I want to become a movie director, and I do want to become a movie director because like I feel like yes, he has got, and as I said, like I have a lot of crazy things happening in my mind. Like I might have like a weird imagination or something, because like I zone out, so I think of these cool things, and because of that, a lot of the things I think of made me want to make my own movie, make my own film that I just want to create, and I do want to become a movie director when I'm older. And you might be thinking, wait, but wouldn't that be tough? Like, how can you, an autistic person, be movie director. Well, I did actually like look up some famous people with autism, and there are some like people such as Tim Burton, for example. He's a famous movie director who has like autism, and I thought, why can't I be a person who is also autistic direct a film? Now, technically, Tim Burton's not being confirmed; it's only being speculated. So you know that it depends. But I feel like with all like my imaginations and like the stuff I come up with in my head, I feel like I do want to come with direct hand. I've got a lot of plots in my eye. I've pretty much got like the entire movies like sorted out or roughly how they're gonna go. And before I made this video, I had searched on YouTube just to see if anyone made something like this, talk about autism. And I don't think I found a single one that kind of like matched what I was kind of going for. I even typed in like some famous autistic YouTubers and I did not recognize a single one. So I might be like the first person like who's really talk about autism and like my struggles with that. I might not be the first one, but from the first results I saw on YouTube, this is the first. I thought, yeah, maybe I could be like the first one technically. And I feel like this is good for autistic people in general because like they might have similar thoughts to me. They might have similar issues to me, and so this video will be good for them, and they'll be like, yeah, I can relate to that. So overall, that is what I feel like having autism. Also, some of the struggles I have, some of the good things I have, and if you're autistic, you can probably agree with this video, and you can probably agree that maybe some things I say are correct. You might think that these things are wrong, but that's okay. We all have our own opinions. So, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you understand a bit more about like myself today, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.